UIGC Connect is a University of Venda Owned entity that has set itself apart as a notable internet service provider in the Vhembe District. As part of its high-impact programs, it's launching a School Connect program that offers 1 gigabyte per second internet services to schools located where there is a fibre optics network. The areas of coverage include Makwarela, Thohoyandou and Shayandima. The School Connect project is free indefinitely. For more on this, we're joined by Dr. John Mudau, CEO of Univen Innovative Growth Company. Dr. Mudau, very good afternoon to you. Thank you for your time. Sounds like a groundbreaking initiative. Talk to us about what got you to this point.
Good afternoon to you and your viewers. It is a groundbreaking in many ways, because what we are doing in the area is that we want to ensure that all the learners in our both primary and secondary schools do get access to internet. And this is a project that we realize that for a student or a learner who is in a rural area, the biggest problem is how do they access the world. And we realize that if we can provide, as you indicated, the 1 gigabyte to each and every school, that will really make a great change for all the learners and the schools in our area.
So with this initiative, does it now speak to the level of computers and you will obviously need a device to connect to the internet. Is there adequate supplies in terms of devices within schools in the district?
Yes, so you would of course need an instrument to connect, either being a cell phone or a tablet or any, you would, the University of Venda has provided to all students. Every student at the University of Venda has got a tablet. Now we are going to the basic education level where we are saying each and every learner at a school, including the teachers, should also have access to internet. And we are also speaking to other partners to ensure that as much as we are providing the internet to them, to the learners in the schools, somebody else should step up and also provide the schools with computers and laptops, so that it becomes really a comprehensive effort towards ensuring that the learners in the rural areas do get access to the internet. We have noted as a company that the biggest problem in our area is lack of access to internet, which is why we decided to start a project in our company, the UIGC Connect, a project of providing fibre in the area. And with that fibre, we are very confident that we should be able to provide this to schools, each and every single school that our fibre infrastructure is going to pass by. We are going to drop a line inside and ensure that they have at least a gig. So we are hoping that all other corporate entities out there, particularly in our area, and those who are just in the Republic, they will also come and say, look, we see the work you're doing. We want also to play our part. And their part obviously will be in ensuring that the schools have gadgets such as laptops, computers, tablets. We are also aware that there's a study done in our area that a lot of people there, they do have access to these kinds of gadgets, particularly the cell phones. We are now aware that in every household, a member there would have a minimum of 2 handsets. So we are saying these handsets, let's now use them for learning purposes. Let's ensure that we use them even in our schools for the purpose of learning. And this is what we want to provide in the area. And we are very excited about this project. We think, as you indicated, it's groundbreaking. We think that the future has arrived. We think that the notion that a child has to be in the so-called metropolitan areas in order to access internet are gone. We are bringing internet to the communities which are in the rural settings.
And when it comes to the scale of the project, Dr. Mudau, how many schools are you looking to ensure that this happens? And what are the timelines that you've given?
So starting with the timelines, we have started with the fibre. This project is following, is in fact the add-on on the project that we are running, which is of fibre. So what we have decided to do with our partners, Vuma Telecoms, we have decided that wherever we go, wherever we put fibre, if that fibre is going to pass through a school, in that particular school, we must drop a line there. So it doesn't matter how many schools are there. Our effort is not limited to a number, but it's limited to access, it's limited to proximity to our infrastructure. You have just indicated some few areas there, your Makwarela, your Shayandima, and Tanzo Block G, D, and all of that. But we want to go beyond just Thulamela as in Thohoyandou. We want to do this throughout the entire district. So our target is to ensure that at least we provide fiber access to homes to more than 10,000 homes. And so far we've done 8, and we hope that in the next 3 months we would have done about 40,000 homes, home passes. So we think we should be able, each and every school that is in the line where we are passing, we are giving them a fiber. And we are doing this in consultation, discussion with the Department of Basic Education in our area here, just so they are not left out in this project, just so they also understand that this project is in their best interest, particularly for learning purposes.
Yeah, you say it's in the best interest for learning purposes, but we know that in terms of development, when it comes to access to these devices, for the betterment of learning within a classroom setup, that itself is going to need even greater strides and efforts to get it going, because, I mean, it will be a shame to have access, but the school itself not being equipped with the right devices.
Correct. Which is why it is important that an initiative of this nature, it is also done in collaboration with the Department of Basic Education, so that when we say to a school, here is fiber, here is internet access and connectivity, so the school will then say, in our school, this is what we have. This has to be a comprehensive effort, so that it shouldn't be an effort done by one entity and the rest of the world is just watching. We should be able to come together as good corporate citizens and say to the schools, if you have computers, donate them to schools. We will give them fiber, we'll give them internet, and we are giving them this internet at no cost on the school. So we think that a lot of other partners should come and join us in this venture.
And have you had discussions with the Education Department?
Yes, we do have continuous discussions with the department at a local level, and they are equally excited about the project, and we are meeting regularly just so, they also guide us in terms of their priorities, because we don't want them to be left behind on this project. We do want them to own it, because once we drop a line for fiber, how much the use of that fiber, of that internet, is entirely up to them. So it's very important that the department becomes a closer partner in this. So we are working with them, we are talking to them, and they are equally excited about the project.
Very well. Thank you so much for letting us in on that project. Dr. John Mudau, CEO of Univen Innovative Growth Company.